All right, everybody, let's talk about R4. And generally speaking, it's a role that gets thrown at you. You get tossed into the ranking, and now you have to figure out what you're going to do to help out the alliance. A good R5 will talk it through with you and see what your responsibilities are and kind of, set you up for success in helping out the group. But not everybody gets that. So when you're diving into it, there's several things that you can help with, one of which is just doing your typical vote. For instance, you could have a vote on, who has Helios troops, who's able to be there for castle, kind of help with your prep and planning. Another thing that you're able to do as R4, you're able to see what is being done, so you can see the alliance log and see if anything's been attacked or what's going on with the alliance. You're now able to add friendly alliances as well, so that those come up as being ones that you get along with in your state. R3 and R4 can all send chats to everybody, so you can send group messages and actually choose who from the group, so you can send to only R3s or whatever ranking you have set up as well. You can also accept people into the alliance, and that's in the approval area, as well as actually set your banner. Typically, that's done by discussion, obviously. You're also able to invite people to the alliance. You do that in the invite area, or you can click on the city and actually choose to invite the city in. So one way is searching, put in the name, bring it up, click on the person, and then click invite. Some other alliance things you can change involve the recruitment settings. So you can turn on open recruitment, remove open recruitment, change the language, and change the decree for the alliance as well. So be careful what you choose to do as an R4 in those cases, though. Another thing I always tell everybody is watch facilities, see which ones you can tag for puzzle pieces. Also sign up for facilities is one thing that can be done by R4s as well. As you can see here, these are already signed up for, but if you were to click on one of them, you can actually modify the time that the battle will be, and that will adjust to the schedule for the alliance as well. So you want to make sure that you figure out who's going to be doing that in the alliance to set up everybody. During events like alliance mobilization, you can actually go in and refresh. So you'll hear people say refresh the items because there's some ones that you do not need to have on here. You would just click the refresh button, and then that would then go away. Typically, you want to do that with like some of the high ticket items so that they don't waste them for SVS prep. Canyon Clash is another one that you can set up as an R4. This one you can choose your time, see the alliance votes, and get the legion set up. And then once you have the legion time set up, you can then deal with the deployment. You can actually choose to unclick and add in the voted people, either as a regular participant or a substitute. And then you can actually go in and find who has yet to battle request, and it'll send an invitation to them to put in a request to battle. This is also the same thing for the other one, which is Foundries. So this is the same. You set up your Legion times, and then you go in and choose who will be your participants. And again, I always suggest people have them battle request in. And again, those that have not yet put in a request, you can send to. I recommend having an R4 over that in particular, and that way they can look through and see also who has participated and shown up. You can check that here in the listing of who was in the last one, and that way you know not to have them sign up for the future one. So typically if you miss one, I have them go as a substitute. Miss two, you don't get signed up again until you figure out how you can get your schedule together. Pairings are based on who's signed up, so it's very important for them to show up. Another thing someone can be in charge of is the bear trap. That time can be set and also auto-registered now, which is nice for both of the traps. And you should have someone that's also over the spots there for adjusting as needed for new people coming in. Next up is Alliance Championship. This is also something that someone should be in charge of. You need to change your lanes and adjust based on the other factors of the other team that you're against. So you look at what they have power-wise, look at what you have, and adjust who is in the lines as well as which lane is where. So you can move the lane around as an R4 or an R5 and adjust to be able to go up against them. And this also can be done by moving people around, so you can switch to left lanes, middle, etc., and adjust as needed for each battle. You need to do this about every 11 to 12 hours. You need to go in there and prepare for the new round. Of course, the one thing everyone loves as R4 and R5 is to be able to tag all, so you can do that for messages. and post into the chat ahead of time to get people to acknowledge and see. So it'll put an alert out to the Alliance. So in this case, register and battle request for Foundry and Canyon Clash. And once you put that in and send that out, it'll send an alert to people. Another important thing you're able to do is actually go in and change your Alliance notice. You can put in your message and that will send to everybody, as well as schedule messages now. So you can actually put in a reservation for a message to go out to the entire Alliance at some point in the future, which is really nice. That's a new addition. Some of the other things that you can do as an R4 is obviously, along with checking garrison and removing people from garrison, you can actually remove statues, move them around, put them into people's spots, block spots when they're moving for battle. You can go into your banners, dismantle banners, check the garrison and move people from there as well. And also within the Alliance territory, you can actually mess with adding a banner in, placing a new banner in place, moving it around, as well as going in and putting a bomb down. So clearing a spot for someone to come back. That will get rid of farms and animals that are in their place. So you get a few of those each day that reset after a certain amount of hours. When you're first starting out, when you don't have many resources, you can do the Alliance Exchange as an R4 or an R5 and get your new materials in place that are needed to be able to put down an additional banner. Obviously, once your banners are down, that's not as important to worry about. And this shows you also kind of where you go into and put down your farms, and you can actually put them in place, dismantle them, time them for different events going on so they end after reset, that sort of thing. As well as you're able to go into the Alliance area and check out, what statues are down, make sure they're all in place, as well as check your bomb time. So you can see that's about every 12 hours for a bomb. So there's a couple other things that you're able to do as R4s. So you're able to go into here and actually cancel rallies. So you can click on the little red button and say cancel. That helps when people are pulling rallies during bear that shouldn't be on beasts. You can also go in and remove people from within a rally as well. And that's the little red button. So if you were to click and, for instance, I added myself in here, go in there, you can actually just remove the person. So if even another person you can do as well. And when you're first building your Alliance, especially at the beginning, it's important to have your little thumb clicked on for your reward. That's also put in place by the R4s and Chosen. But once your Alliance is set up, it's just the same all the time. But being an R4 can be definitely fun. Try not to stress about it. It's just a game. But just talk with your R5 and see what's needed and necessary and see where you can help out. And talk with the other R4s also. And remember that you can even, move people around. So if, say, people come in, they become R1, you can move them up to R3, R2, whatever you choose to do. You can also remove people from the Alliance as an R4. So just be careful when you click on people that you don't remove who you should not be removing, of course, from the Alliance. It's also important to keep kind of a look at the agenda for the week, see what events are coming up so you can post about them, like Flames and Fangs, make sure people don't take in their intel. Those are good things to tag for people. See the state for states coming. Let's go ahead and get a survey out to see what, theming we do or whatever the case may be. Lots of things you can do to help participate and get active with your Alliance as well. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want me to dive into a little deeper. But like I said, most importantly, just have fun with it and good luck and congratulations. It really is an honor to be able to be put into that position. The R5 trusts you, and that's really pretty awesome.